Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm back with just a quick little live stream here about the matte Pearlescent Paint Glitch. And primarily, if you guys have watched any videos on my channel, you kind of know about this paint glitch already. I've showcased it quite a few times. I uploaded a video about 3 or 4 months ago that's actually been a pretty popular video of mine. I still get, at least 100 views a day on the video, which, is kind of small time, but that's basically what I am right now. So I still get a lot of people with comments saying, thanks it worked, and some people still having some issues saying that they think it's patched or it doesn't work. So, I'm just going to go ahead and just upload this little live stream just to show you guys that it is still working, but primarily just to show you some different color combos that you can use. I have a couple favorites of my own, and I'm going to kind of run through those for you guys real quick. So I'll show you some examples of the cars, and I'm actually going to go ahead and take that Tyrant over there. That's my crew color, and go ahead and use that car as the just the test car to test out all these different matte pearlescents. So before we get started, I just want to send a big congratulations to Rescue Me, who is the winner of the $20 gift card for watching the most minutes during my live streams. From, I think it started the 16th of May and it ended up ending the 31st of May. So congratulations, Rescue Me, $20 gift card. I got your information because Rescue Me won a $10 gift card in my previous $10 giveaway that was, I think, about a week ago. During that live stream, I forgot if I was playing Fortnite, but I didn't have too many people in the chat or watching the stream at all. So, Rescue Me's been pretty lucky. He's won $30 worth of gift cards over, I'd say, the past, 7 to 10 days. It's actually kind of funny because if you remember in one of the live streams when we were going through, I think it was the 1,000 subscriber giveaway, I kind of broke it up into, I think, 9 gift cards. I think I gave a total of 2 $20 gift cards, and then I gave 7 $10 gift cards. No, let's see if that makes, I don't know. I think on the thumbnail it says $100, but I ended up bumping it up. So I gave out 2 extra $10 gift cards during that live stream, so it was a total of 120. But regardless, in that live stream he was mentioning how he never wins anything. And it's just kind of ironic how he ended up winning the last 2 giveaways. So total of $30 went to Rescue Me. Just to let you guys know, I do have some more giveaways coming out pretty soon. I have mentioned that I'm going to switch my software for the bot program. It also includes an option for you guys to go ahead and, basically support the channel. And I actually hate even mentioning that, but, there's been plenty of times where I've mentioned before in the past that, I'm going to go ahead and give back the donations or the tips that I get from viewers, and that'll basically just help compensate for the money that comes out of my pocket with all the giveaways. In addition to that, it'll obviously allow me to create more giveaways and hopefully increase the prizes, so it's not always just a 10 or a 20 or a $50 giveaway if it's some kind of special event. So I'm hoping to keep this stream under 30 minutes, and then I think I'm going to come back with another live stream. My girlfriend and daughter are at a christening right now, so I went to work and got out early, so I'm just basically trying to maximize the time that I have to go ahead and stream. So again, we're going to go ahead and showcase the matte Pearlescent Paint Glitch really quickly. If you're not familiar with my channel, then maybe this is something that you haven't seen yet, or maybe you have. But if you're on my channel regularly, you've seen this before. This is primarily just to give you guys an idea of some different types of styles that you can go ahead and use. So the first one that we have right here is just a sample on my Wagner here. I have black matte with, I think, a pink pearlescent over the top. And you can kind of see, if you keep the primary and the secondary the same color, you can get a really good effect on the pearlescent on the car. So the second one is one of my favorites. It is blue with lime green over the top of it. And again, I'll show you how to get these paint jobs coming up in a second here. Or actually, let's say coming up in a minute or so. So you can see how you rotate around the car. The effect that it has on the car is pretty sick. Like some points that car looks like it's more of just a teal green. And this one we have another version of it, which is the dark blue matte with lime green over the top. And you can see there's a little bit of a difference on the color of the car. So it's kind of the same paint scheme, just different styles there. And this is my crew color. Again, this is a car we're going to go ahead and use to test the different, or to show the different, pearlescents that I like to put on the car once I do the matte glitch. This one is gasoline green with pink over the top. And you'll notice just on this floor right here, I have a couple cars with the pink. I just kind of think that the pink really stands out on the car and really gives the car, like, two distinctive finishes. So this one again is the dark blue with the pink over the top again. And you'll see I just something about that. I just really like the way that it looks compared to a lot of the other colors. I think it just really stands out. I mean, you can also get the same effect with red on the dark blue. So let's go ahead and get in the car. We'll go ahead and drive over to Los Santos Customs. I'll show you guys how to do the glitch the first time, and then you know, in between each car that I customize, I'll go ahead and maybe just run through it real quick, or just recommend that you you know, go ahead and watch from the beginning. So here we are, just heading over to Los Santos Customs. It's a little bright in my living room right now because I play on a projector, and it's 4:30 in the afternoon, and no matter how much I cover up the windows, you know, there's always some kind of sun that's still trying to peek through. My fault, I'm not trying to neglect you guys in the chat. Just give me 1 second here. So we have Manly Rules. Appreciate it. You like the crew color? Yeah, I kind of did some customizing with it. You can see once I go into the paint shop, it's really distinctive between lime green and this one. I call this one like neon green. You know, a lot of times in the night, let's see if maybe I turn my lights off. If I'm near a light, you can see the car actually kind of glows in the dark. Not glows in the dark. It's more of just, let me call it neon. But yeah, I really love this color. I mean, I liked the lime green for a while, but then I just decided to go ahead and lighten it up a little bit and, you know, make it officially my my crew color. So I'm sorry I didn't want to leave anybody else out. I just saw Manly Rose's comment. So we have Demon Name. Nice cars, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I have every one of my garages full. I have probably at least like 110 cars. Those weren't my nicest cars. It's just I kind of specifically put those in there just to give you an idea of some of the different matte pearlescents that you guys can get. What's up, Fire LMPG? You won? What did I win? Oh, Rescue Me won. Yes, he did. Okay, that's what you're saying. What's up, Rescue Me? Again, congratulations. And okay, so far we have Rescue Me, Manly Rolls, we have Fire LMPG, and Demon Name. So let's go ahead and take this in, and we'll just go ahead and a little too aggressive there, I'd say. So really quick before I forget, the next giveaway that I'm going to have going on, I think I'm going to change it up, and I'm going to kind of do it more like a quiz. And it may be similar to some of the giveaways I've done in the past, where I'll ask you certain questions. You know, like who's going to win this event or what position I got to finish. But I think it's going to be a mix of actual gameplay and then also just some random, you know, real world questions, like maybe some geography questions or history questions or just something like that. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. I might go ahead and ask either a question in the chat or 2 questions in the chat, and if you get them right, then you can go ahead and participate in the quiz. And I'm not sure if it's either going to be a $10 gift card or a $20 gift card. I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm still trying to figure out if it's going to be as quick as tonight. I'm definitely going to do a live stream tonight. I'm not sure what game I'm going to be playing, but most likely it will be a giveaway, at least a $10 giveaway. And I'm thinking it is going to be some kind of a, basically like a quiz show. Maybe for an hour long, I'll play some different games, whether it's GTA or, you know, Fortnite or even Sonic Racing, just to test it out. That came out. Shout out to Microwave Fish for letting me know that's out there. Just so you guys know, me and Fish download some games, we test them out. We have a clip from Super Mega Baseball that I uploaded the other day where we're getting our ass beat, and it just happened to be a pretty funny clip. So I might go ahead and randomly start switching through some of the games. I'll ask you a question based on that game that I'm playing, but then there will also be questions that I'm going to ask you in between the gameplay. Like I said, it could either be some, you know, world history, geography, just anything. Just trying to change shit up a little bit, trying to make it interesting. And, you know, obviously just trying to come up with some other ideas to give away some gift cards. So I'm not trying to do the same thing. I've been watching some giveaways or some, you know, people stream in the past couple days, and either they just go ahead and put up a download link in the video somewhere, and then you got to be the first one to, you know, luckily get it, or they just tell you to go ahead and subscribe, hit notification, like the video, comment, and then they randomly go ahead and pick a, you know, a name out of the air. So I don't really like doing that type of stuff, so I kind of like to make it pretty clear cut as to who the winner is. Also, I thought some kind of quiz show might be something that's a little different, and if it's, you know, if it becomes pretty popular, I might go ahead and start a new series where I'm just doing like Popeye Goose's quiz show, you know, episode 1, episode 2, and kind of do the same type of thing and see if that grows some popularity and gets some people interested. Also a good way to get some gift cards out. So for this stream, just so anybody's wondering, there is no giveaway as far as watch time or anything like that. The coin bot is still working, so I think you can go ahead and type in exclamation goose gold and still find out your running total. But I'm going to go ahead and clear the total once the next giveaway starts. I will do some giveaways where it will be whoever gets the most amount of view time for that specific week. I'm also going to enable the features where you guys can go ahead and bet. There's also mini games that you guys can play where you can wager some coins, and if you win the game, you know, you end up basically doubling your coins. But enough about that and all the stuff that's coming up in the future. Let's talk about what we got going on right now. So again, we're going to go ahead and start it off. So if you want to do the matte Pearlescent Paint Glitch, what you need to do is make sure you go into Los Santos Customs or Bleeker's Repair Shop, any custom shop that is on the map. You're not able to do this in an Avenger, MOC, your CEO, Garage Workshop, nowhere that is inside a building other than, other than any of the custom shops on the map. You cannot do it anywhere else. Put it that way. It has to be, and I would say just to be safe, go to Los Santos Customs in the center of the city. So we're inside. What we're going to go ahead and do now is I'm going to go to respray. Okay, I'm going to go to primary color. I'm going to go down to matte. And I'm just going to start off, I would say, first with the blacks since it's on the list. So I'm probably going to go over black, gray. We're going to go over dark blue. Maybe one of the other shades of blue possibly. I'm going to go over the purple, the lime green, either the oranges or the reds. And then we'll go ahead and take it from there. But again, I'm going to go ahead and start off the glitch by going with black. Just straight up black. Okay, so what I did is I just came to the custom shop, you know, went into respray, went into matte, and now I select my color. So I'm going to pick black. So I'm going to back out. I'm going to go to metallic. Just going to scroll down a couple, back up a couple. I'm going to back out. Okay, I'm going to back out to the main shop menu. And then I'm just going to go ahead and change one thing. You can change the plates, you can change the lights, the horn, whatever the hell you want to change, just as long as you change one item, and then you go right back into respray. So I'm going to go ahead to plate. I'm just going to change the color of my plate pretty simply. Go back to respray, primary again, and normally what would happen is if you didn't do the steps that I did, this pearlescent option here wouldn't be available for you. So I'm going to go ahead and select it. So now we've done the glitch. Now all you got to do is pick your pearlescent that you want to go over your primary matte color. So some of the ones that I'll, show you today are some of my favorites. A lot of colors look pretty good on black. Some of the lighter blues look good. You can even go with the neon green, the yellows, some reds. Pink looks pretty good as well. So let's just go ahead and run through those real quick. Alright, so you'll see with the reds, obviously different shades of red give you a little bit brighter color or more of an effect. You'll also notice that some of the colors kind of transform a little bit, and they might look a little bit red or reddish orange or even pink on some certain colors. You might go ahead and select straight up red and it might look pink on the dark blue. So you can kind of play with it and you can kind of see, there's a lot of different options here. And again, I'd say the best thing for this is make sure that your secondary color is the same exact color as your primary when you're picking your paint scheme, just so you can get that effect all the way around the car. So that's just pretty sick right there with just basic red. You got Torino red. Any of these red colors kind of look very similar, on black. On some other cars, they might have a different effect. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and switch. So you got candy red. Okay, and then you see once we start going to pink, there's a little bit of a difference from the reds to pink, but something about the pink, man, I think on a black car just looks pretty sick on these little matte paint, can't even talk, matte paint glitches. So you have some of the different pinks. They look a little different, not as good, I think. And then you got the oranges. Basically almost any color on the black looks pretty sick. And it's just basically different varieties of that specific shade. And then you get into the yellows. The yellows look pretty nice as well. I'd say the dew yellow is probably my favorite. And some of these cars I will go ahead and test out. Like the black, I'll probably pick one color, I'll customize it, drive it out, so you can see what it looks like a little bit more, in the daylight or outside in the actual street lights, depending on what time of day it is. So you can go ahead, we're working down. You can go racing green, even if you like that dark color. Looks pretty sick. And then you basically have your gasoline green, which is another color that is going to look good on a lot of cars. You'll see I had one car in my shop that was pink and gasoline green, And I think that it just really, the two color combos look really nice together. So we got lime green, which is probably one of my favorites of it as well. My fault, I got some stupid pop-up window on my chat right here. Let me just see if anybody else popped in. Nah, Fire, I'm sorry. There's that giveaway ended on the 31st. Unfortunately, I was a little late with getting that video taken care of, so that's why I kind of just rushed it just to get it up there. The next giveaway I will be having will be tonight. It's obviously at least a minimum $10 gift card, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, whether I'm just going to play a specific game and ask random questions, or if I'm just going to set it up like I was saying, just like some kind of quiz show where there's going to be, a question basically for everybody in the chat, and whoever gets it right will go ahead and participate in the quiz. And if you get it wrong, then unfortunately you would probably have to wait until the next time. But whoever gets the first question right, which is just a random question out there, just to kind of weed out the viewers. And I'll just go ahead and break it down, and it'll be like maybe 10 questions, maybe 5 of them have to do with gameplay and 5 of them are just random questions, and then I'll go ahead at the end and total up the points and see who ended up getting the most right, and then that'll determine who gets the gift card. So again, we have black and lime green. There's a couple blue colors that are pretty good. Dark blue's alright if you like it a little darker. I think you can go with, I think it's either blue or ultra blue, and those are probably my favorites out of. Alright, racing blue's pretty good. Ultra blue sticks out a little bit more as well. So just for the hell of it, let's go ahead and pick ultra blue, and then just to make it look a little bit better, we'll drive it outside with a little bit of a different neon light underneath, just because I had my crew color from before. Let's go electric blue. Alright, so that's the blacks. I'm going to go back in. I'm going to do the grays. It's going to be pretty similar. All the colors that look good on black look pretty good on gray. Okay, and you see the car right there. Obviously, during different angles, the car looks nicer, or you can actually notice the matte a little bit better, or the pearlescent. I can't even talk, guys. I'm sorry. Alright, so it's kind of a shitty day right now. If the sun was out, you would notice one side of the car would look amazing compared to the other, depending on the reflection. But that's pretty sick right there. I like that combo of the matte black with the ultra blue as the pearlescent on top. So let's go ahead and take this one in. Let's go ahead and try out some of the grays, or the gray with a couple colors. I'll probably end up picking either the yellow, red, or lime green maybe to go with that one, because it looks, I'd say it looks pretty sharp. Yep. Rescue Me says the ultra blue. Yeah, it's a pretty nice color there. Alright, so again, real quick, we're going to start off the glitch again. I got to go to respray, primary, let's go to matte, and then I'm going to go ahead and pick my color, which is going to be, is it gray or light gray? Damn it, one of them it doesn't show up that well on. Yeah, you know what? I guess we'll have to do this because the other one's too similar. So I picked my matte color, I go to metallic, scroll down a couple, scroll back up, back out to the main shop menu. Go ahead and change one thing. Easiest thing to do is go ahead and change the color of your plate. Go back to respray, primary color, and here we go, back to pearlescent. And now I'm just going to run through really quick some of my favorite color options out of this this gray. Like I said, I kind of forgot if it's the dark gray or the light gray that look better. Yeah, I guess we'll just go with this one. I didn't want to do the other gray because it was too similar to black. But you see the light gray with the red is a pretty nice effect as well. I don't think I can spin all the way around the car, so you can't really see the hood that much, which usually is probably the best effect, other than, right up there near the door handles and the windows. And then basically just go through your shades of colors, and you'll find, some are lighter, some are darker. And you got the pink right there, which you can't really notice too much on the gray. Again, I mentioned pink looks really good on a lot of these matte paint jobs. You get the orange as well. Orange and the gray looks pretty nice together. Let's see, as we get into the yellows, I think I'm either going to go with the dew yellow, or I'm going to go with the lime green for this one when I drive it out, just to kind of see it in the light a little bit. I could even do gasoline green. The gasoline green doesn't really look like it's a green to me, to be honest with you. It seems like you know, a clear shade of blue, but I guess maybe I'm not seeing that right. And we'll just go with lime green. Okay, well, let me just go through the rest. You got the blues, and you also got purple, which looks pretty decent on this one. If the purple looks good enough, then I'll go ahead and take purple. Unless I already passed it. I think it was with pink. No, there we go. Yeah, it would have to be the bright purple. Alright, you know what? Since we're already here, I'm just going to go with the bright purple. We'll select that one. So now that glitch is done, I'm just going to go ahead and change up the lights real quick just to make it look a little bit better when we drive it out. Now if I could just find purple, that'd be great. There we go. So this is the second option, the grays. You saw the different pearlescents. I can go over them and how they look. Unfortunately, I guess on this lighter gray, you can't notice it as much. If it was the darker gray, you could probably notice the pearlescent a lot better. It's just, I wanted to do something a little different than the other one. That dark gray is very similar to the black. So you can see it. Maybe purple wasn't the best to pick. Maybe the green or the yellow would have been more noticeable. But that's alright. This is just to give you guys some ideas. Let's just drive it back in. And now we're going to go with the blues, which I think is the best matte color to use for this. I think the pearlescent looks the best with the blue. So I'm not going to go through it again, really. You guys just, if you want to follow on how to do this and you're just tuning in, you know, I'm just basically showcasing how to do the matte paint glitch. You know, every single time I'm going to go ahead and switch up to different color schemes, drive the car out, drive it back in, do the glitch again. So you can just go ahead and, you know what, fuck it. I'll go ahead and do it anyway. So we're going to start it off. We're going to go to respray. We've got primary color. We're going to go to matte. And again, like I said, this time I'm going to go with the blues. There's not too many colors you'll notice for the matte colors. There's only about 20. There is 20, obviously. It says right there, 5 out of 20 I'm on. But I think there's like 40 or 50 of the metallics. So there are some great metallic paint jobs that you can do with the primary as the metallic. But, you know, this one's just kind of cool. I think it gives it a different effect with the pearlescent over the top. Plus it's a glitch, so who doesn't like glitches? So I noticed that the best one to do with this one is the dark blue, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go dark blue. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and back out. I'm going to back out again, back out to the main menu, change my plate color, and then I'm going to go right back to respray, primary, and then since I did the steps right, and hopefully you guys that are trying, you know, do the steps exactly the way I did. And, you know, pearlescent is... What did I do? I did something wrong. So let's go to... I gotta start this off again. I don't know what I did. Alright, we'll pick that color. We'll go back to dark blue. Back out. Okay, I think I skipped scrolling up and down with metallic. So my fault. You gotta pick your matte color. Back out. Go to metallic. Scroll up and down a couple times. And then you're going to back out, and then you're going to go ahead and change an item on your car. My fault. I think I skipped that step, which happens when you kind of rush through it. Okay, you see, because I skipped that step, that's why it didn't work for me. So again, this is probably the best out of all the colors to use for the matte. Except for black. I really think the black looks nice as well, and there's a lot of different combos that work pretty good with that. So you can even go with some silvers to kind of lighten it up. It almost gives it like a blue and white effect. But you're going to notice that the greens, the reds, and the pinks are pretty much the best ones for this car right here. And that's why I think it looks the best. And you'll see even right there, I'm at straight up red. But it kind of looks like a pinkish color. You see right there on the back side right behind the window. Kind of looks like a pink color to me. So no matter what color red you pick, it's still somehow, obviously blue and red mixed together makes pink. But, you know, some of them are a more distinct red color. Some of them are closer to pink. So again, you got any of these red colors that look pretty nice. It just really depends on the shade and how it looks on the car as far as what your taste is. So there you go with pink. I just really think the pink looks amazing on this dark blue matte. So I won't go ahead and pick this one, because I think my favorite out of this is the lime green. So we're going to go back down again. Even the oranges, I don't really like orange all that much, just as a color in general. So, you know, I don't really use it that much, but you'll see some of the colors do look pretty transparent. Or not transparent. Yeah. Translucent is what I wanted to say, my fault. On the car, depending on the shade of orange you get. You'll see there's a big difference between sunrise orange, Looks more like a, you know, I don't know, almost like a pinkish orange kind of. And then you get orange, which is more of like an orange or a bronze. And then you get bright, which almost looks more like a yellow when it gets put on the blue. And you got just straight up yellow. You got race yellow, which is a little bit more dominant. And then you have the dew yellow, which is a little more subtle. So if I was going to do it, I would probably take the race yellow. Or, like I said, I'm going to go down and I'm going to mess around with, you know, even gasoline green, kind of the blue on blue combo right there. Looks pretty nice. Gives it that, it almost makes it look like a metallic type of finish. That color right there looks pretty good on the purple as well, the gasoline green, as I mentioned, a bunch of other cars. So we got lime green right there. Let me just go ahead and flip through and see what the purple looks like. The ultra blue kind of really makes it shiny. Let me see if I can get down to purple real quick without wasting too much time. Probably got to do the bright purple. And you see even that bright purple right there, very similar to the pink. So we're not going to go ahead and do that. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and pick lime green. And this one's pretty sick. Hopefully it's sunny out and it's a nice clear day so I can go ahead and show you this one. This is probably my favorite, especially in the early days, my favorite out of all my paint jobs. Lately it's been a little bit more with the black and pink or the blue and pink. But let's go ahead and change the lights. And we'll go ahead and give this one lime green. You know, obviously you could change the rims and do all kinds of crazy shit to really accentuate the effects of the car. But we're not going to do all that now. Rescue is also given, oh, works with metals too. Yeah, okay. I guess he's saying it works with the metals. I haven't really tried that out because I don't have all of them unlocked. I think I got to complete a rally race to unlock a couple of them, or the better ones, I think. But here you go. Let's get in the sun. Alright, I really like, I mean, I like the design of this car, but I also, let me get out of here. These buildings are kind of blocking the sun. It's not really doing it justice. This car is, or this scheme right here, I think is amazing. You see, as you're driving, you know, it keeps going back and forth between the blue and the green. So you'd be surprised, you know, when you're driving by how many people actually might turn and come follow you to try to just get your player, your profile name so they can send you a message. I've been asked a lot, like, how the hell did I glitch a car out? How did I get these types of paint jobs? Let's go see how it looks in the shade. See if that helps. Yeah, I would say this is definitely one of my favorite out of all the paint schemes. So we're going to go ahead and switch it up now. We're going to get one of the... Actually, no, I don't think we're going to get one of the reds with the blue. You can kind of see what it looks like inside the paint shop. I think I'm going to go ahead and switch it up to, I think, red's next on the list, and then we'll go ahead and take it from there. Alright, so I got to do everything again just to get to the colors. So, again, if you're not sure, you saw me enter. I'm going to start from scratch. I'm not going to explain it this time. Alright, so because I already had the Pearlescent on, I don't need to go back and do it. I'm just trying to... Alright, so I'm going to go red. Alright, I was just trying to think of what colors I wanted to go. So, okay. So now is the point. I'm not going to explain it all. Just go ahead and watch what I do. So red is next, or purple since it's on the list. Let's just go ahead and do purple. That was one of the cars that I wanted to get to, or the colors I wanted to get to. So we'll just go ahead and pick the shaft of purple. There's not going to be so many colors that look good on this purple, or even noticeable. But there's a couple that do look nice. So we'll go ahead and test those out, and then take it for a little cruise, and then we'll come back in and do the reds. Alright, so you're going to notice a lot of these aren't dark enough to really show up. You know, you do have the silver, which gives you a little bit more of an effect. So it gives it almost like a metallic effect. Alright, the red you can put on. I mean, it gives it an effect. Not the effect I'm really looking for, but some people might kind of like that. It's a mix between purple and red, and then it kind of goes into a little bit of pink. Alright, you could also add pink onto it. It just, you know, almost seems like more of a different type of purple or a shiny purple. But that looks pretty decent as well. You know, the orange is a little different. You know, it's not my favorite thing. Again, the yellows don't really look like yellow on the purple. They look more like an orange. Or an orange color, not a orange itself. You know, lime green I think looks okay on this one. I think gasoline green kind of looks okay. It gives it kind of a, I don't know, almost like a blue effect. Lime green, what else? What other colors I think in here? Oh, there's also ultra blue, which really stands out on this one. So I think I already did ultra blue for one of the cars, I think. So I'm just gonna go ahead this time, and I'm gonna. Well, I just did lime green, didn't I? Yeah. So we're just gonna go back to the. Let's just go with ultra blue. And again, just gonna change the lights real quick. I guess I'll give it an electric, no, just a blue to accent the pearlescent. Alright, so let's back out of here, drive it around the block real quick. I'll come back in. There's only a couple more colors. The red's another color, and then possibly the neon, I mean the lime green or yellow. Okay, so you can see right there, you know, it looks purple, and then as you start to drive, you can kind of see that metallic little effect. Right there, you can't really notice much. But at certain angles you can notice a lot more than others, especially from the sides. You know, not so much right there. It's sunny, but man, I think it's early in the morning. It's pretty cloudy, so the sun's not actually coming through. If the sun was shining, you could definitely see it. One side of the car would be pretty noticeable. So even in the shade, you can kind of see it. So it basically hugs the you know, the style of the car. That's pretty much where all the pearlescents are, on the edges of the car. So as you're driving by, you know, those things constantly are giving the effect. So let's go ahead and drive this one in.
What's wrong with her now?
Rescue Me says purple with hot pink. Yeah, that one looks pretty good too. Alright, Fire LMPG, appreciate you stopping by. Hopefully you'll take part in tonight's giveaway during the live stream. I'm not sure 100% what time it's going to go on. It probably will be sometime between, I'd say, 6 p.m. on the East Coast in the U.S. to 8 p.m. Really all depends on when my girlfriend falls asleep, to be honest with you. So let's go ahead and switch this up. And go to respray. We got primary. And we got matte again. And red, there's not too many options for red. There's really only two, a darker red and a regular red. So let's just go ahead and switch to red. Let's go finish this little glitch off. Boom, there we go. Okay, so we'll turn the red. You're going to notice there's not going to be as many colors that are going to be really noticeable on this red. I mean, you have the same things with the silvers. It'll kind of lighten the car a little bit. Give it a little bit of a white tint to it. Let's just get through the reds. There's no point. I mean, you got pink, which gives it a little bit different type of reddish color there. You got the oranges. You know, some of the other orange colors look a little bit better on there, I'll admit. But there's really only a couple that you can pick for some reason. Yellow kind of ends up turning into an orange. So it's just a different shade that you can work with between the yellows and the oranges. They basically have the same type of effect. I would say the blues are probably going to be the best for this one. You know, lime green gives you kind of like a different type of yellow, almost like a gold type of effect to the car. And you got midnight blue, which you can't see. A lot of these blues you're not going to be able to see. Some of them give you just kind of like a lighter shade of red or almost like a white tint to it. And the ultra blue, you kind of really can't notice. So with the red shade, it's probably best if you use the dark blue and then use some shade of red with that, because you'll notice with the regular red, the color is just a little too dominant really to show any kind of pearlescent through it. So there's not much options other than kind of lightening the red up with some kind of white or a gray, or you could do the same thing with okay, you can put purple on there. Yeah, not many of the colors do too much to it. Just kind of gives it more like a white tint or you know, between yellow and the green and the oranges will give you some type of an orange shade. And that's pretty much the most prominent things that you'll be able to notice on a red matte primary color. So let's go ahead and switch. I think I only got maybe one or two more left, and we'll go ahead and end this. This is not going to be a long one. Let me just see. Yeah, that's basically it. It's just going to be probably yellow and the lime green. So the yellow, I'm just going to run through real quick. There's not so many options for yellow as well. It's kind of one of those colors that there's only going to be a specific color shade or two that will actually work pretty decent with it. Oh, wrong thing. And that shouldn't affect it, the fact that I ended up clicking a bunch of different things. As long as you do the first couple steps, once you get to that point where you change one item, then after that you're pretty good, as long as you go back to Pearlescent, and you'll be fine. So you're not going to notice the blacks, you're not going to notice the grays really on this. Again, it just gives it more of a yellow and a white effect. The blues might look alright depending on what shade. If you like the reds, you know, they're really, you know, I would say insignificant as far as the effect that they have on. It's really just kind of a slight change, if that at all. Again, a lot of them will just go ahead and give you a white effect. So I guess that's pretty much it for yellow. I don't even know why I picked yellow. Okay, the blues will kind of, I guess they'll all be, yeah, pretty much a white effect as well, so it's not really worth it. You know, the yellow, not really much you can do with yellow. And let's go with the lime green. And this one you'll get a little bit different effect when you put a blue on it, so it'll be the reverse of that dark blue with the lime green pearlescent over the top. I'm going to do lime green and then probably some kind of blue over the top, because I think that will look the best. So let's just go ahead and finish this off. I'm going to go down to metallic, scroll down, scroll up, back out, change my plate color, respray, primary, and then again, right to pearlescent. So you're going to notice grays and all those colors might change the color a little bit. You know, that one almost kind of, dark steel gives it more of like a yellow effect, it looks like. And then you'll notice between the reds, the yellows, and the oranges, they're going to be pretty much similar as far as what color that they have on there. So you see red kind of looks straight up yellow. Doesn't look red at all. So that lime green is pretty prominent, so it takes a lot to really, I guess, affect that that color right there. So, you know, you can kind of change those depending on if you like it. If you like lime green and yellow, it's kind of what you get right there. As you go through, they might start turning into a little bit more orange, possibly. Okay, that one's a little bit more. That's a hot pink, and that's kind of like an orange, still orange yellow type of look to it. The same thing with the oranges. It's going to be more like a yellow look to it, but it kind of gives it a highlight, especially around the you know, the different features of the car, like the fenders, the spoiler, you know, the wheel wells, all that stuff. And yellow, I don't know, that might actually be pretty cool, because you see the way that looks in the light right there. If you're out in the street lights, I mean, that thing might fucking shine right there. So that could be almost like a neon type of lime green and yellow combo. That one actually doesn't look all that bad. If I can't find something different, I will take that out, just because how bright it is. I think it'll look pretty sick outside. Obviously, things look a little different in here compared to outside. It also depends on, you know, being in the shade versus being in the sun. You can get angles from both areas. It just really depends on, you know, how it looks. So we got Dew. It's a Mountain Dew car right here, the lime green with the Dew yellow. And then there's only a couple more I'm going to check out. Yeah, I think this is too dominant even for the dark blue. Yeah, the dark blue doesn't even really show up. So you can go ahead with the Ultra. Again, it's one of my favorite pearlescents to put on these matte cars. It kind of looks, I don't know, I can't even really describe the car. It looks like a pale blue, like a metallic pale blue on the car. So as you drive by, you know, I'm not going to do Ultra Blue again on this one, because I've done that on a couple so far. So I forgot what other one. I think it was a yellow that I'm going to pick. And then I'm going to dry this one out, and I'm pretty much going to go ahead and end it on that. Is that one right there. So we're gonna pick just regular yellow. I'm gonna go ahead and give it, you know, a neon color on the bottom there. And I'm thinking I'm probably gonna go with, I don't know, yellow or lime green. Let's just go ahead and see. I kind of mess around with my cars, like well, I'll be honest, I haven't really played GTA all that much lately, and the simple fact is I do not have many friends that are online playing, and the game's gotten to a point where I don't really have so much fun playing the game by myself. Sometimes even if I just feel like racing, I'll go ahead and just join a random race lobby, and it's like pulling teeth to get more than 2 or 3 people in a race. You know, sometimes you get lucky if it is a double RP event, and you know everybody's doing those, and those events are popping, so that's not a problem. But it's pretty few and far between. I can't tell you how many times I've gone in a race, only had like 2 or 3 people in the lobby, and then after 5, 6, 7 minutes I just leave. And so usually whenever I'm going to play GTA, you know, it's either to go ahead and showcase some of the new stuff that came out and do a video on it, to do some kind of giveaway, or just to pop on and see if some of my friends are playing. I love doing the playlist challenges that I've done in the past. You know, I think a lot of people like them as well. It's just unfortunately sometimes it seems like people say they want to compete in the next one, and then, you know, people aren't around, so it really makes it tough to go ahead and try to plan how how I'm going to go about doing playlists if I don't have, you know, some of my friends on. It's one thing if I don't have, I mean, if I only have a couple friends with me, that's fine. And then we get some random people, invite them to the chat, and, you know, basically that's how I met a lot of my friends online, is through the playlist challenges. But if I don't have any friends online, and then trying to get some random people to even join the playlist is hard enough, never mind getting them to just join in with some random Popeye Goose guy in a private chat. You know, like, who the hell is this guy? So that's the reason. I do apologize, because I know primarily this channel is a GTA channel. For the first, I'd say, basically 8 months of this channel's existence, it was pretty much just GTA. The problem is, like I said, I don't know what it is. A lot of people just aren't playing GTA that much. A lot of times, I think when GTA comes out with a new DLC, you know, see right now I got 6 friends playing, which is actually pretty surprising. But normally when I do live streams at night, you know, this list might only be like 3, 4 players, and there's only a couple of them that I actually play with. So shoutouts to Rescue Me, Aiden Chipway, Bounty Bard, Digital, Digibaby, Twisted Beast, Wild Sicilian. You know, you've noticed Wild Sicilian in a lot of videos and live streams. He's pretty familiar to the channel. Rescue Me as well, Aiden Chipaway as well. And then, you know, I have some friends like Bonnie Bard, Digibaby, Twisted Beast. I've only probably met a couple times online, so even though they're on, they don't really compete in my playlist challenges or any of the challenges that I do with the playlist. So, you know, really, if you think about it, I got 3 friends online right now, which is actually pretty good, considering you know, I don't have many on when I check this before I decide what game I'm going to stop playing. But yeah, again, the problem is, you know, when I do it at 6 p.m. on the East Coast or 8 p.m. on the East Coast, there's not as many people on. You will know that if I went to my friends list, there's probably at least 20 people playing Fortnite. So I'm at the point where I have a lot more fun when I actually play with people, regardless of what game it is. So that's one of the reasons why I've kind of moved over to Fortnite recently. You know, once there's a new DLC that comes out with GTA, or if I get some more friends that are interested in doing some more playlists, then I'll definitely hop on, because when I do those playlists, that's probably the most fun I have online when I play these games. So I'm really hoping to get that started again. You know, even when I've talked about, you know, giving gift cards as a prize, I still, and to this day I say it, me and Not My Lag ended up staying in a lobby for I think 15 to 20 minutes when I announced one of the last playlist challenges that I was going to do, and there was $50 up for grabs, and it was just me and Not My Lag in the friggin' lobby for 15-20 minutes. So I called it quits. I'm kind of glad I didn't start the live stream up before. Sometimes it does take 15 to 20 minutes to start up a playlist challenge to get everybody online, but you know, it would have been pretty embarrassing if I'm promoting a $50 giveaway for a playlist challenge, and all I can get is just me and one other person. So I'm kind of glad I didn't start that stream up, but then again, I've kind of had a feeling with the last playlist challenges that things have been going downhill as far as participation. So that's kind of why I specifically did that, and that's why you don't see the playlist challenges. It's not because I don't like doing them. It's not because I don't want to do giveaways. It's just because I don't have enough friends to actually make it fun. And I don't want to go ahead and just do it, because then it's not fun for me. And if it's not fun for me, most likely you guys are not going to be having fun at all. So what I've been doing is just trying to do some other giveaways to make up the fact that I'm not doing these playlist challenges. So let me go ahead and shut up and at least just get this friggin' crap done so I can get out of here. Alright, there we go. We go yellow. Alright, we're just going to drive it out. My headset's messing up right now, so I apologize if the game audio is a little effed up. Alright, so right there, you kind of can't even notice what color this car is in the shade. Almost looks like a shade of blue, green. So yeah, this was kind of slight. You can see it as you drive by. Let me turn my lights off. Maybe that'll help a little bit. It doesn't seem to be as bright as I was originally thinking. Let me go up towards some street lights. Or just some regular lights. Yeah, at nighttime it's going to be a little bit more slight, but you'll see right there. With the lime green, there's not so many options to go ahead and pick. Probably a yellow or an orange would probably be the best because they're going to both look yellow anyway. Same thing with the red. So out of this, I would say my favorite ones would be the black with the pink pearlescent over the top, or black with gasoline green, or even the yellow or the lime green, or even red. You know, basically the black with almost any pearlescent over the top looks pretty sick. If you do the dark gray, which I didn't do today because it's very similar to the black, and I wanted to show you something a little different, so I did the lighter gray. You know, that one is what's it called? That one is a little bit better. The lighter gray, you can't really notice it as much. So I think I'm just going to go in here and finish it off. I'm going to go customize it the way I want. And then I'm going to go ahead and wrap the video. So the other one would be the blue with either the dark blue with either the pink pearlescent over the top, any of the shades of red, or the lime green over the top. I think that looks the best. And I would say those are probably my top 2 or 3 color combos. Okay, there we go. I had to move my friggin' wires. I'm sorry, man. I'm just streaming with this Elgato system, and I have so many connections going on between my headset mic, my secondary mic, and a lot of times it ends up being a little bit of static. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I can hear it, and it's friggin' annoying. So, you know, sometimes I'm just screwing around with my cables over here, trying to screw things in a little tighter. So we'll go ahead and do this one last time. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna, yeah, we'll just keep this a matte paint themed video. I was gonna switch it up to metallic, but. So let's go to respray. Let's go metallic. And let's go to metals, since Rescue Me was telling me. If I had the brush steel, or one of these two, actually, the brush black steel, I could picture some pearlescence looking really nice on that. I just got to do a damn rally race. That's all I got to do. But I could picture that one looking sick with some pearlescence over it. I'm going to go with the dark blue. Is that what I wanted to do? No, I'm going to go with black for this one. I'm sorry, guys. Or the gray. Yeah, I'm going to go gray, and I think I'm going to go yellow over the top, and we'll just end it like that. I always cycle through my cars every once in a while when I'm bored, and just kind of take them in and change up the paint jobs. So, I frequently change them, so if I don't like this one, it'll get changed pretty soon anyway. I'm not positive what color I'm going to put for lights. I was going to say, I could just change the neon color now, so I don't have to waste that step after. So, let's go to respray. We're going to go primary, and I'm going to go back to pearlescent. I think I might customize the rims to kind of match the pearlescent over the top of this. You know, reds look pretty good. I'll give it that. Like I said, almost any color looks good on the black or the dark gray. But I think I'm going to go with yellow or even maybe gasoline green. See that? I mean, I don't know. Say what you want about pink. It just really looks nice on a lot of the cars. Orange looks good too. It's just I really don't like orange, to be honest with you. Nothing against orange. I eat oranges. I just don't really like the color that much. So, no hate to orange, but you get no love. See, the dew yellow is kind of a mix between a yellow and a green right there, so that's kind of why I really like that color. The race yellow stands out a little bit more. The regular yellow looks a little bit more orange, so we don't want any of that. So it will either be dew yellow. Let's see, gasoline green. I could rock the gasoline green. I don't think I can get gasoline green rims though. I want it to match, so that's kind of my issue right there. Lime green. I think I could get lime green rims. That might stick out a little too much. We'll keep that. We'll maybe go ultra blue because I'm pretty sure there's an ultra or a fluorescent blue color in the rims. Yeah, there's a fluorescent blue. I think I'm going to go ahead and just rock this one with the ultra blue. And then Microwave Fish is online. Hopefully he wants to test out. Yeah, who knows, to be honest with you. Now that Fish is online, either Fish is going to go ahead and upload to his channel. By the way, if you haven't watched one of my videos in the past couple days, I've been, letting you guys know Microwave Fish, long time loyal supporter to this channel, has won plenty of giveaways, won plenty of playlist challenges. A good friend of mine as well just started a YouTube channel, I think last week. He's been showcasing the game Detroit Become Human, which is a badass game. The graphics are amazing. He's playing on PS4, and I think it's in 4K quality. So the graphics of the game are sick. The concept of the game is amazing. In the beginning, it starts out a little slow, and you got to investigate crime scenes and figure out what the hell happened by putting the clues together, and then I guess it just kicks ass from there. So he's got the first 3 episodes, so hopefully he's jumping on to maybe either try to do something to get going with the 4th episode, or maybe he's just jumping on. But anyway, go ahead and check out Microwave Fish. I'll try and see if I can leave a link in the description, because I think it could be either under Microwave Fish or Daniel Tudge. I'll go ahead and try and find that out, because I've had some issues trying to search for Microwave Fish and it doesn't pop up. But again, we'll just go with Ultra Blue. And let me just go and change these rims real quick. Let's see, Ultra Blue, there's going to be Fluorescent Blue, which isn't really even close to the same, but I might just do it anyway, because who the hell cares? Yeah, whatever. It looks somewhat similar when you look at it from that angle. If it doesn't, whatever, I don't really care. It'll be sitting in my garage anyway. I try to race with it, but I can't get freaking more than 2 or 3 people in a lobby. So that's it right there. I just got to change the... Oh, back up. Change the light, and then I'm going to go ahead and drive this over to my garage, say see you later to some people, some shout outs, and then go ahead and take it from there. But, oh yeah, but what I was mentioning about Microwave Fish is, if you noticed the other day, I posted a quick little video of Super Mega Baseball. The game's kind of cheesy. It's just one of those free games that you get with Xbox Gold, so we kind of tested it out. We were getting our ass kicked, but I tell you, that was probably the funnest hour that I've had playing games in, I would say, in probably a while, since at least the $100 giveaway for reaching 1,000 subs. I mean, that was a great live stream. Me and him were doing it. There was no live stream, no mics on. We were just playing, having fun, sucking at the game, but actually just really enjoying it. And who knows, maybe we might go ahead and do a live stream of that, or maybe even, just testing out that Sonic Super Racer shit that just came out. I don't know what the name of it is, but it just came out. Yeah, let's go ahead with Electric Blue. So I downloaded it for you, Fish, so hopefully we can get on, we can play it, have some laughs. Maybe it'll be live stream. Who knows? Maybe it'll be a racing game that I can actually beat you in, because I can't seem to really beat you in GTA whenever we do the playlist. So yeah, actually, you know what? I think that looks pretty sick. You can't really notice the difference between the pearlescent of the car and the rims. It almost looks pretty nice, and it kind of matches the lights. So I'm really impressed. I really like this one. Like I said, is this the black, or yeah, I don't know, maybe it is black, or the dark gray. Either way, they look pretty similar. I mean, you can't even see the fucking car at night. Like, it's... Do I have my lights on? No. That's why I was going to say, damn. Can't even see my car as I'm driving. It's just like a freaking little black blob moving across the screen. Yeah, and I apologize for anybody who watched that video that I did when I bought the Tyrant. And I also highlighted the Matt Pearlescent Glitch in that one. I kind of was saying that the car felt slow. I guess I'm an idiot, and I don't really know what I'm talking about. It does somewhat feel slow when you're first starting out. But I ended up changing, or I pinned a comment in that video to say that I made a mistake. I was testing out the other car that came out that day, and when I did the speed test, I was totally off as far as the time. So the car is actually pretty quick. I haven't been able to really test it because, like I said, there's nobody around. So hopefully they come out with that DLC coming up soon. Hopefully it's pretty interesting. But I'm kind of disappointed with the Southern San Andreas Super Sport Series. And I'd say that's the reason why a lot of other people aren't around as well. I think it was just basically a bunch of cars, a couple races. There was nothing in the game that you could really do that affected your game as far as making money or, anything like that. And I think that's, kind of the downfall, I'd say, over the past couple months of GTA. So I hope you liked the video. Hopefully if you had any problems with the Matt Pearlescent Paint Glitch before, or if you've never seen it, hopefully this is a good introduction on how to do it. What I would advise you to do is just go ahead and watch the first couple clips in this video. It'll give you, basically step-by-step details. I think I go over it the first couple times, exactly, how to do it, so there's no confusion. Toward the end, I kind of was just doing it just to, you know, rush through it and show you the different combos. But man, I absolutely love this camera view. I just hate crashing all the time. When it switches like that, like, it's so tough. You never know when it's gonna switch unless you control it yourself. I mean, as I say all the time, some views are a little easier. That one's easy. Go around the turn. I guess I got lucky there was nobody coming. I'm actually not doing that bad. Either that or there's just nobody in my way. There'll be a telephone pole in my way soon, I'm sure. Oh, that was it. So we'll just go ahead and end it. I don't have insurance paperwork, so I gotta fucking hit the road. So let's go get out of here. We'll go ahead and end this live stream. Like I said, pretty soon we'll see what's going on. I'm gonna probably see what Fish is up to, see if he wants to play something. If not, I might go ahead and jump on Fortnite. I know I got one of the chippeways that wants to go ahead and join me. Well, I know there's only one of them that likes me, unless I do GTA videos. If I do Fortnite, he threatens my life. So I guess that's what it is, you know. You start out a channel doing one thing and you switch it up on people. People want to hang you. But I don't know. I've explained all the reasons why. It's nothing personal against you guys or, you know, the game itself. It's just not many people playing, and that's the only reason why you don't see GTA as much. I'm trying to work it in as much as I can. I would like to do another playlist challenge, but I just got to get the people for it. So thanks again for tuning in, for all you guys that are in. Oh, looks like I want to go back to the paint job. That's a pretty nice paint job. Look, that side. Nothing wrong with the car on that side. Perfect. So just to recap, we got Rescue Me. We got Danny Tudge. I'm on tonight. Let's do it. Okay, Danny? I guess he's talking about one of those games, either Sonic or the baseball game. We have James Williams. Yeah, James Williams. I'd love to hang out with you, but time zones and the being on PS4 get in the way of that. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. You're a real loyal supporter. I know a lot of times you're just pop in for a little bit because you're either going to sleep or working. It is kind of tough being 6 hours ahead of the U.S. and specifically 6 hours ahead of the East Coast. I'm 9 hours ahead of the West Coast, so it does make things pretty difficult. Also, as I mentioned, sometimes I don't have a regular live stream schedule, so I know that makes it really difficult as well. So appreciate you as always. We have, let me read this so I can make sure, because somebody's asking me paternity questions. I just want to make sure I answer the right thing. So Yazoo, Popeye, are you my real daddy? Well, let's see. If you're a professional athlete and you got lots of money and you want to include old Pops in that little, you know, dealing out the money, then yeah, I'm your dad. If you're somebody who hasn't heard from me in about 20 years because you're 20 years old and it was a one night stand, then, you know, probably not, because I'm not paying child support for somebody that is not my kid. So obviously, to answer your question, just to fuck around, yeah, I'm your daddy if you want me to be. But realistically, no, I'm not. I don't have any kids of my own. My girl has a daughter, and, you know, she's my daughter now, so. But anyway, I appreciate you popping in. I don't mind people fucking around with questions, you know, say whatever you want, have a good time. We got Rescue Me. I guess Yazoo wants to really know if I'm his dad, because he asked a couple times. So we had Fire LMPG. We had Manly Rolls. We had Human Cool. We had... my fault, guys. It's a little slow refreshing. I already said Manly. I know. Yep, we also had Demon Name, who's one of the first people that pop in. I don't think I missed anybody. If I do, I sincerely apologize, but I'm just looking at the list right now, the updated list. So before I go, I just want to give a shout out. It keeps track of my latest subscribers. So we have Temp09, we have Mr. BK Axel, we have Architect of Your Dream, Past Cole, we have Amner Sports, and we have Iman Network. So appreciate you guys for subscribing to the channel. Again, I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to go ahead and figure some things out. I'll be back on most likely soon, unless my girlfriend and daughter bust through the door any minute now. Then that'll delay, because I'm going to spend some family time on this Saturday. But I definitely will be back on tonight with at least a $10 gift card giveaway sometime between 6 p.m. East Coast and 8 p.m. East Coast US. I just really don't have a better time to give you. I know it's kind of vague trying to give you between those 2 hours, but that basically is between 12 a.m. and 2 a.m. my time. My girl falls asleep whenever, so I can't really give you a set schedule, because like I said, I'm streaming in my living room on my projector. Sometimes she's in here watching TV, and just kind of complicates things. So I have to either wait for them not to be home or for her to be sleeping. So enough about that stuff. Appreciate all you guys. I'll be back on sometime hopefully soon doing something fun, and then talking a little bit more about the giveaway that's coming up later tonight between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. on the East Coast. So thanks again, as always, guys. Appreciate you, and I'll see you next time.